You don't have a motivation problem. You don't have a discipline problem. You don't even have a laziness problem. You have a morning problem, and it's quietly ruining your entire life. Every dream you didn't chase, every habit you failed to build, every version of yourself you never became. It wasn't because you weren't good enough. It was because of what you did in the first hour after you woke up. And here's the scary part. Most people repeat the same morning for years, then wonder why their life never changes. You wake up, your eyes aren't even open yet, and your hand reaches for your phone. Not because you chose to, but because your brain already decided. Notifications, messages, noise. Before your feet touch the floor, your mind is already tired, and you think that's normal. It's not. It's training. What you do every morning doesn't just affect your day. It rewires your brain. Slowly, quietly, permanently. You train your nervous system to be reactive instead of focused, anxious instead of calm, distracted instead of dangerous. And the worst part? You don't feel it happening. You just wake up one day and think, why am I not the person I imagined I'd be? Let me tell you something no one says. If your mornings are weak, your confidence will be fake. If your mornings are chaotic, your goals will stay theoretical. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your habits. And your most powerful habit is the one you repeat half asleep. Your brain doesn't wake up ready. It wakes up programmable. In the first 60 minutes, dopamine is fragile. Cortisol is rising. Your focus system is forming. Whatever you feed it becomes your default. Phone, you train distraction. Stress, you train anxiety. Silence and movement, you train control. This isn't motivation talk. This is neurochemistry. Most people don't fail because they quit. They fail because they never start the day in control. They spend the morning reacting. Then they spend the night regretting. And they call that life. Comfort, not pain, not fear. Comfort. Comfort feels safe. Comfort feels deserved. Comfort whispers, you can start later. But later never comes. Because comfort doesn't want you successful. It wants you repeatable. What if I told you, you don't need a perfect morning. You need a controlled one. Not productive. Not aesthetic. Controlled. Because control is where power starts. In the next part, I'm going to show you why checking your phone early kills ambition. Why successful people protect their mornings aggressively. And the exact routine that trains your brain to crave effort, not comfort. This isn't a routine. It's a mental weapon. And once you see it, you'll never wake up the same way again. Tomorrow morning, your alarm will ring, and you'll have two choices. Repeat the life you already hate, or interrupt the pattern that's been controlling you. Most people won't, but you're still here, which means you're not most people. Let's be clear about something. This is not about waking up at 5 a.m. This is not about journaling with candles. This is not about becoming a morning person. This is about who is in control during the most vulnerable hour of your brain. Because every morning, your mind is either being trained or used against you. There is no neutral. The first mistake most people make is also the most dangerous. They give their attention away before they even own it. When you check your phone first thing in the morning, your brain releases dopamine for reaction, not effort. You train yourself to feel rewarded for doing nothing, scrolling, watching, consuming, and then later you wonder why work feels heavy, focus feels painful, discipline feels impossible. You already burned your fuel. Your phone is not ruining your life. Your timing is. You didn't lack motivation today. You overdosed on stimulation. Your brain doesn't wake up by thinking. It wakes up by light. Sunlight in the first hour resets your circadian rhythm, improves mood, increases alertness, reduces anxiety. No sunlight equals foggy brain. Foggy brain equals weak decisions. That's why people feel lost all day. They never fully woke up. A brain that never sees light will live in mental darkness. You don't need a workout. You need activation. Movement tells your nervous system, we are alive, we are alert, we are in charge. When you move early, focus sharpens, stress drops, confidence increases. Because confidence isn't a mindset, it's a physiological state. Most people try to think themselves into discipline. That's backwards. You act first, then the brain follows. Cold exposure isn't about toughness. It's about control. Cold trains your brain to stay calm, inside discomfort, and that changes everything. Because life doesn't reward comfort. It rewards those who don't panic. When things get hard, every time you avoid discomfort, you teach your brain to run. Every time you face it, you teach your brain to lead. Don't write 10 goals. That's noise. Ask one question. What is the one thing that makes today a win? That's it. Your brain needs clarity, not pressure. Clarity creates momentum. Momentum creates identity. Here's the truth nobody prepares you for. You don't become disciplined by trying harder. You become disciplined by proving it to your brain. Every single morning, your identity is not what you say. It's what you repeat half asleep. Think about this. If someone watched only your mornings, would they believe in your dreams? Or would they predict exactly where you'll be in 5 years? In the next part, we're going deeper. Why most people sabotage themselves without knowing. Why comfort feels safe but destroys ambition. And the moment you realize, no one is coming to save you, this is where the shift happens. Your mornings are not random. They are a vote for the life you want, or a vote for the life you'll settle for. And tomorrow morning, you vote again. Let's talk about the real enemy. Not procrastination, not fear, not lack of talent. Comfort. Comfort is subtle. Comfort doesn't scream. Comfort whispers. You worked hard yesterday. You deserve rest. Tomorrow will be better. And slowly, your future gets delayed. Comfort makes you feel productive. Without producing anything. You watch videos. You plan. You save routines. You imagine progress. But imagination never changes reality. Action does. And comfort hates action. Comfort doesn't destroy your life all at once. It destroys it one easy morning at a time. Most people think nights define them. They're wrong. Nights are recovery. Mornings are direction. At night, you reflect. In the morning, you decide without words. Your brain asks, who are we today? And your actions answer. No one claps when you wake up early. No one praises you for discipline. No one sees the effort. That's the point. Identity is built in silence. The strongest people aren't loud. They're consistent. If you only act when you feel motivated, you'll only live a partial life. Because motivation is emotional. Discipline is structural. At some point, you must accept this. No one is coming. No mentor. No perfect video. No magical routine. The life you want is waiting. On the other side of discomfort. And discomfort only shows up in the morning. Ask yourself honestly, if nothing changes in your mornings, why would anything change in your life? Same wake up, same phone, same rush, same excuses, different year, same results. Winning the morning is not about energy. It's about respect. Respecting your future self, more than your present comfort. Every time you choose control over ease, your brain takes note, and slowly, you become dangerous. One controlled morning won't change your life, but 100 will. That's how real change happens. Not dramatic, not viral, not loud, relentless. Tomorrow morning, your alarm will ring, and for a few seconds, you'll be nobody. No past, no excuses, no identity, just a choice. Reach for comfort, or claim control. That moment, that exact moment, is where lives separate. Most people will choose easy. They always do. But if you choose differently, even once, your brain will remember. And once your brain learns that you don't run anymore, everything changes. Not instantly, but permanently. Your future isn't built in big moments. It's built before the world wakes up.